Hello and welcome to Union of Scum, the comedy podcast that delves deep into the weirder aspects of UK culture. My name is Darren J. and I'm joined by Paul Hilleard and Charlie Webster. What are we going to talk about this week, chaps?
I'm going to talk about the closure of legendary Kink Bar, Day 2.
Charles.
I'm going to talk about an urban myth / man who's like a pig man, basically. He's pig man of Cannock Chase.
Yeah, you're going to talk about an urban man, so a man.
An urban legend. Did I just say an urban man?
You just said an urban myth or man.
Well, yes.
I mean, he's an urban man if he exists.
Yeah, so I'm going to talk about him.
And I am going to talk about the woman who, after a stroke, spoke with a Chinese accent. Charles, do you want to begin?
Not really, no.
Well, you have to. I'm not
No,
asking.
I think someone else should start.
You never start.
It's because I like to, look at the good stuff to the end.
Yeah,
leave that sort of,
the good stuff being the researcher you haven't done before the podcast.
The creme de la creme,
The creme de la creme. You're the big closer, aren't you, mate?
Yeah, the big closer.
Headliner.
I'm the podline. I'm the talent here, so, what
You're
can
the
I
broken
say?
biscuit at the bottom of the tin. That's who you are.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll start then. So I'm going to talk about Sarah Colwell, who is a woman from Devon, near specifically in the Plymouth area. So basically,
She was Jana, yeah.
Yeah, well, in
Janner.
Plymouth they have a thing called a janner. They call them janners. Janners are basically kind of like they're sort of chavs,
No, I think it's just.
but also people.
I think it's just people. I think it's just people from Plymouth.
Get on
Right.
your Janner.
If
They're
you're
a
from Plymouth,
janner.
you're from a janner.
You sound Northern Irish.
Janner.
Yeah, you do. You
You're
sound
do I?
You sound
Yeah.
Dublin.
Plymouth. No, Plymouth.
Yeah.
Plymouth.
You're just saying Plymouth over and over again. And
You're calling in a bomb
We are the
threat.
PRA, the Plymouth Republic of. Right, the People's Plymouth Republican Army.
But a red heart of Plymouth.
Can you do it? Can you do it like a...
It's more like that. It's kind of like it's more like that.
Alright,
Plymouth,
yeah.
I think.
Boy, the Chinese accent of Plymouth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's more
West
like
Country.
Anyway, so she was she was from she had that accent, right? She had that typical West Country accent. However, in 2010, she had a strong migraine. Oh, so it's not a stroke. It's a strong migraine, and then woke up speaking in what people described as a Chinese accented version of English. Basically, she suffers with what they call foreign accent syndrome, which I know you've got that, but it only flares up after a few pints, doesn't it?
They're just building me as some sort of racist. I'm
Building or just commenting on the
I-
things
I
you
don't-
said
I
and
think,
the attitudes you have.
I am not. I'm not a fucking racist.
No, you're a performer, aren't you?
No.
You're an entertainer.
You're a
look-
provocateur. You're asking questions.
I may look and smell like a racist, right? Well, I'm not one.
What does a racist smell like?
I don't know, like ham, processed ham, and I don't know,
Beer.
Yeah, sweat,
sweat, bit of bow in there, maybe a bit of cooking lager thrown into.
pipe smoke.
Yeah,
So yeah, she woke up. So she had foreign accent syndrome. Basically, which is a thing, and there's been many documented cases of this with various people speaking various different accents. So for example, someone called Wendy Hasnett from Yorkshire began speaking with a French accent after a stroke in 1999. She said, quote, "While I have nothing against the French, this is not for me. It does nothing for my street credibility with my 3 sons." Kath from Stafford in the Midlands, who resorted to carrying a note explaining how cerebral vasculitis had left her sounding Eastern European. Quote, "She just got fed up of people explaining to her how the buses worked." Clearly people thought she was Eastern European and go,
Oh.
"Right, what you do is, right, now give me a card, right? You show that to the driver." So people kept thinking
I think
she was
it'd be
Eastern
more
European.
complicated and annoying just telling some fit guy at a bus stop that you got some sort of strange.
Well, that's why she got the card.
That's
So you could read that.
that's more confusing. I'd say.
Or you just take it, you silently
Yeah,
go.
I should be like, look,
okay.
I'm just a fake Polish woman now.
Think how many times it had to have happened.
Just
So she was like, I'm just going to get a laminated card, wear that around my neck, and just be like, read the card, cunt.
Yeah, I agree with Charlie. I just pretend to be. I go, "Oh, thank you for telling me how to move through your country."
Yeah, but I'm for saying it must have happened so often.
Right, that she was just like, "Yeah, fuck it."
So her
read
accent
that.
also must have been so strong.
You know, as you had someone who's so posh, it's almost like a disability. Like, "Oh, yeah, like barely speak. So yeah, then there's also Verity went to sleep. This is a weird one. This
Great name.
is not an accent exchange you'd want. Went to sleep with a West Midlands accent and woke up sounding like a Geordie. She
Well,
says
that's just a woman who just
she's-
lived in Newcastle for a couple of years. She can easily explain
no,
that
she never
away.
went to Newcastle.
No, but
She's
you can
never
just
been.
explain that away, couldn't you? 'Cause,
All right, yeah, right,
you know,
okay.
if she turned up with a Nigerian accent, you should be in trouble, wouldn't she?
That's the thing. What if you had like an accent of someone from from Africa? Imagine trying to explain. You're say white as the three of us, and suddenly you're talking in a thick Congolese accent. It's going to be very difficult to try and style your way out of. And for example, what might that sound like, Paul?
Hello.
Okay, excellent.
My
That's all
name
we need
is
to-
Guy.
That's all.
I don't want to be part of this podcast.
I love that Paul doesn't know how these podcasts work. In that that was a reference to the last episode. This is going to be like a week later, so no one's going to know what the fuck you're talking about.
A couple of fans will know.
You're
The
very
3
much so-
fans we have and the guy from Dubai.
Paul's someone who very much lives in real time and doesn't really, for someone who sort of operates within the media industry, has a very infantile grasp of how it works.
Come from a man with that on his face.
No, dude, this is how
wearing-
someone who wants to get in the industry does look. Like,
I'm wearing a lady's coat on when heating's on in a house.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mate, have you seen anyone on the BBC recently? They all look like me. So going back to Sarah Colwell, so she had foreign accent syndrome. So basically, she started speaking in Chinese, and but she's never lived in China, never lived or even been to China. So basically, yeah, it's
Did no lessons, never took a course.
never took a
Never learned
course,
some Cantonese.
never saw any kung fu films from the 70s. But that's the thing, like, it could just be a ruse where you could just go like, look, I really want to speak in a dodgy accent for a little bit because I think it's funny. Yeah, if you could pick an accent to speak in that's not your own, which one would you pick?
Jamaican's always fun, innit? Beer can.
Jamaican is a fun one. Yeah, it's the jauntiest of all the racist accents for a white man to do.
Did you hear about that? The viral clip this week about an Irish guy who sounded so. He just sounded Jamaican, but he's really Irish.
Really?
Yeah, it's great. But what I didn't realize is that there's loads of the
Cork,
Irish,
right?
Yeah, it's
like
Cork accent,
really
apparently.
Cork, like farmer land, like
Apparently, loads of the Irish went there was loads sent over to colonize.
sugar plantations
Yeah,
and stuff. Yeah.
in
Oh, so
Jamaica. That's why that
Oh,
accent's
really? Oh, wow.
developed.
That's
I didn't know that
fascinating.
until
What? So the Irish had an effect on Jamaican, or the Jamaican had the effect on the Irish? Or...
no, the Irish had the effects on Jamaican.
Really?
Yeah.
So what was
I think the
what was
Brits
the
brought
original
loads of.
Jamaican accent then? If you-
I don't know, just someone from like Slough or something, wasn't it? Some Milton Keynes. Really, just boring, just standard accent, British accent.
Yeah. Well, apparently that's a similar thing happened. A lot of the disabled community moved to Birmingham, so that's why they sound like they do. Funny that.
I'm glad you're.
History, isn't
I'm
it?
glad you're doing.
History's
I'm glad
funny, isn't
you're.
it?
I'm glad you're mugging off the Brummies.
Yeah, like
Mate,
you,
mate,
that's from
I-
3 episodes ago. You cunt. Why are you fooling me?
But I've got to but that could apply. Mate,
Oh, you
that's
do know what-
evergreen. Taking the piss out of Birmingham is evergreen, mate.
You got that one. You got that one Brummie friend, so you think you're allowed to do it? Is that what you're trying to
Absolutely,
say?
yeah.
I've got
So
one.
one of my best friends is a Brummie. Yeah. So, yeah. What accent would you have, Charles? If you could have an accent, if that's not your, it's not your RP
I
public
reckon
public school elocution lesson accent that you've got.
Dick school, yeah.
You do well with an Aussie accent.
Yeah, Aussie would be all right. I think I'd slip into that pretty easily. I
Can you
reckon.
try it? What's your
Just be like that. You kind of speak like that. It's really the Aussies are like that, don't they?
sort of okay? Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
They kind of and everything sounds like a question at the end of it.
You go that upward inflection, a little bit like that.
Kind of, yeah.
I find it quite an annoying accent. Tell you an accent I can't abide is sort of Californian American accent. I find that quite
Email.
deeply annoying. Like it's a very entitled sounding accent. Like,
It's horrible.
it's very like that. It's like, you talk like, I've got life figured out. Okay. Just,
Patronizing, isn't it? It's
yeah,
very, like,
I've dated a few Americans and they have had that kind of accent, and it is a bit like, yeah, I once had someone I dated, she won't be listening. She once said, very in earnest, she said, I'm just trying to make the world a better place. I
what was
like,
she doing when she said that?
she was an art therapist in Barry Island. So yeah, start small. Started small.
Yeah. You're not gonna succeed.
Yeah,
You can try, but you will not succeed.
yeah. She kind of loved it though. She loved Barry.
Is it?
Absolutely loved Barry Island. She said, Barry, it's a wonderful place. You got all the Betfreds you need. There's ginster's pies on every street corner. She didn't say that, but that's what I imagine. Like, that's the only good things about Barry, really.
I think you've got to be from somewhere horrifically shit. I think that Barry is a good place. I think if you were from like Basra, for example, or I don't know, or like
fresh out of Guantanamo Bay,
Jaywick, say you're from around there, and Barry is great, but
yeah.
Or you've got
Beirut.
or it's the other way around. Like, you have seen the best of the best. You've gone to all the best resorts in the world. You've lived a high life. You've eaten caviar every day of your life. Then Barry is sort of like
Is that a good life?
a sorbet of some sort, where you're just like, the beauty in the mess, like,
so Barry's like a palate cleanser, like a mind palate cleanser.
where you've just had too much good. Now, shit, sewage, fuck, smells like roses.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. So yeah, if I
Well, listen, he was just like on Grindr, wasn't he? Something like that, fucking just swiping away, some shit like that.
yeah. It's just I was just looking up the research I've done for the podcast, mate.
Okay.
I know that's quite alien concept to you. No, I think if I could have an accent, I'd probably have like
A rude boy accent.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%. That's right. I do it like this, just going around. Yo, fam, what's going on, fam? Like that, but I'll be dressed like this.
There's still
So
time, mate. There's still time.
Yeah. Well, you think I could
You
just start?
Yeah, just start now.
Just start tomorrow. Yeah.
4-year-old guy.
If he changed his accent,
He has. He should have a fucking accent like you.
I know.
No, but I read my way out of that shithole, and you'd never think I was from Mandiba's darkest bidao.
But if you did start changing your accent to anything you want, how long do we bully him till we just go, okay, yeah,
It's just
he's
the way he
done,
is now.
He's done the hours now. Like, would he have to keep the accent? If he started
I was like,
talking like
I would
that,
say just bully him to the end of time. I would say.
Well, I think you've got it. You've got it in you. Like you're naturally like you are like sort of natural bully anyway. And I think like you could do it. You could do it till your dying day. And I'd be like, Charlie, you're hurting me feelings.
I would probably have to strike you after a while.
Yeah, you probably would.
Probably take a couple of, might take 6 months, but I'd
yeah.
be like, after a few pints, be like, you've got to fight. This is coming to you, mate. It's been coming for a while. Finally, I've got a reason.
it's better it comes from me. It's better it comes from me.
A lot of people have been wanting to do this down for the last 6 months, but Stanley's got to come on with me.
This comes from a loving place.
I take no pleasure in doing this, son. This is why I'm putting on some knuckle dusters as well. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, in the documentary though, there's a documentary about this woman, and the most humiliating part of it is where they get her to ring up a Chinese takeaway with the accent.
Christ.
And it's like, what informative value is this to anybody? It's like, yeah, as if they're gonna go, oh, so what? I can't really tell what district of China you're from exactly. What region? What dialect is
How's
that?
it go?
You're
How's the
speaking?
conversation? What did they do? And then they're fine. How did the restaurant take
she
it?
just goes, yeah, can I have some, chicken chow mein?
Well, I don't need to know the order. I'm just saying, how do they respond to someone?
Oh, they just take it like it's an order. They don't think, hang on, are you taking the piss out of us? Like they don't respond like that. They just go, okay, yeah, we'll get that to you as soon as we can. Okay, thanks, bye. But obviously with the accent, which I don't want to do. Although I did it earlier.
Yeah,
I don't want to do it again.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been done once. I was in for a penny, in for a pound now at this point.
Oh, okay. Done some pretty fucking awful things on this podcast already. Yeah. So, yeah, Paul. But yeah, if you could, I think if Paul had a different accent, I reckon Paul could have been Paul could have gone the opposite way around. I reckon he could have been some like Ukrainian kind of refugee who came to Wales, ate too many Ginster's pies, and then suddenly ended up talking like that, boys. You know?
This is the thing. I never thought I'd sounded very Welsh. Ever.
Oh, you sound very, very Welsh.
But I don't hear it. I started to hear it more and more because I've allowed my tongue to loosen. But I remember.
Oh, what? Sorry.
Sorry, excuse me.
My
Sorry,
Welsh tongue.
what's the hairy man saying now?
I used to try to hide my accent.
Did you? That's quite sad, Paul.
Because again, like
what? I mean, can you remember what that would have sounded like? Because I would love to hear your accent. You trying to clean yourself up a little bit.
I don't know. I tried. I would refuse to say like but. I'd lean away from like valleyisms. You know.
What are valley? I know butt is one, but what other ones are there?
Chocolate boy.
Chocolate boy.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say that in conversation. You wouldn't go, fucking hell, all right, chocolate boy. Yeah, you wouldn't say it in a sentence. Like, butt is one. Butte.
Butte,
is another one. I like butte.
Sapnin. Big one.
Lava bread. You'd say that. Daffodil. What's up, my daffodil?
That you're just making this up.
Yeah,
at this point,
I'm just making
you?
up. It's because I ran out of after 3 phrases. I realised it wasn't really anymore. Mush,
yeah, but
right,
you know, it was just fucking
lush as well. Lush, that's
lush,
one.
lush is a good
I said
one.
lush the other day, and I got quite angry at myself.
You said lush. Wow,
Yeah.
I wish I would have been there. You saying that?
I don't want to happen. I don't want to happen.
That's what you said it seriously.
I said yeah, without even being ironic. It came out of my mouth, and I instantly corrected myself. But yeah, it's seeping
I'm sorry,
into...
Sorry, everybody. Sorry, everybody who heard that. I'm so sorry. I don't know what came out of me.
I said,
what did you say? Did you say that? Oh, that boy over there's that teenage boy over there's lush. Is that what you said? Said something like that. I've never seen a teenage boy with such a lush ass. Was it something like that? Is that why it slipped out? It's just because the passion, like, you know, drove the words out your mouth.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Just trying to get a clear picture, man. That's all. Yeah. Mush. That's it. Spa.
Spa
is a Newport thing. They used to say it for a while.
What's that?
Like spa.
It's calling everyone
It's like
boy.
mate. Yeah. It's like
Something boys.
I think boys is everyone's saying.
Bro. Yeah, Paul, you really dropped the ball there. Boys, Mr. Sir,
hello.
Aya.
All those Valleys-isms. Hello, how are you? Would you like some breakfast? All those quintessential Valleys phrases that you don't really get in any other part of the world.
See, what is one which you probably don't know is flagon.
Oh, flagon, yeah.
Flag and a bow. Flag and a bow.
I used to have there used to be a
Because when I
used to work with a security guard, and he would say he used to have 8 flagons a bow of an evening.
I remember my mate from Port Talbot. He said to us, "I'm having flagon a bow," and we were like, "What, a flagon of bow?
Flagon a bow, yeah.
We just couldn't
It's
get
like a
around
unit
it.
of measurement, isn't it? Flagon.
Yeah,
it's quite old school.
flagon is like, I think maybe in the West Country they say flagon, but
yeah.
I never heard it until I moved to
Flagon
Wales.
of bow for the man, and then like a bottle of Lambrini for the girl.
But they wouldn't say flagon though at that point, would they?
So another classic Welsh phrase: bottle of Lambrini for the lady. Hello, would you? I'm going to bed now. You know?
I don't know. I try to avoid sounding too what's happening, fucking right, you know. And now I don't care so much.
Yeah.
But that was just because the people who would talk like that around me would annoy the fuck out of me.
Yes, you
So I try and speak with my throat more, like.
And then you just start hanging out with like just a better class of person, really, and you know, you just you know, means you want to up your game a little bit. I get it, man. I get it. Great. Okay. Well, that's that segment over. I think that was a lot of fun. We had a lot of laughs, a lot of chuckles off that one.
That's a bit of silence to end as well.
Yeah, it is. No, why can't we
That's
just sit in
definitely-
silence? Like, you
Why
know,
can't we respect ourselves and sit in silence?
On the podcast.
powerful. Okay, Paul, you're up next.
All right. I want to talk about a kink club. Unfortunately, that a legendary kink club in Bristol called Day 2. It's been around since 9.
So is this the sequel to Day 1?
I can't
Did
find
Day 1
the
burn
Day
down or something?
Day 2 is into not the number. As
I guess
in,
it's Day to do something, right?
yeah, that's it. It's a kink club sex act area.
Sex act area.
Yeah. This is why it got closed down. Wait, let me do this again. Right. So my section is going to be about a famous Bristolian kink club called Day 2, which has been shut down permanently by the government for not having the correct s-
Hand sanitizer?
Licensing.
Yeah.
well
Drinks cabinets. The temperature was wrong.
The stonework on the outside of the building didn't match the one from the surrounding areas, so it wasn't aesthetically in keeping with the
There was not enough disability ramps, was there? Probably.
we're close. It's health and safety. It was
Okay.
insufficient lighting and causes.
You don't want good lighting in a sex club. You want it to be
absolutely
dingy.
not. Yeah.
You don't want full bright lighting.
No.
While someone's trying to suck you off in there, you know.
Yeah. You want chicken shop lighting when someone's trying to peg you.
Oh, you want it dingy. You want it
dark and you don't want to know. You don't want to know what's going in where.
No, exactly.
Yeah, it's been shut down. Unfortunately, it's been around for 9 years, and now it's done. Dave Jeffries.
In 9 years, it's seen like everything from the internet, all the way through to TikTok.
It's in the heady days of 2017 when you could buy a pint for £5 and
now it's gone all the way through for now you buy a pint for about £7 or £8.
Pizza Hut was thriving back then. It was 500 restaurants.
Oh,
now.
man.
Look at it now.
This was yeah.
David Jeffries, the council health and safety lead, said issues included the overloading of extension cables on electrical sockets near the DJ booth and a large broken mirror, which, if shattered, could cause serious harms.
They shut it down because of a broken fucking mirror.
Do you know what I reckon, though? The government shut it down because I reckon 80% of their clientele were government employees, and one day someone went, hang on, you're my local MP. Right, the lighting's terrible. Shut it down. Shut it all down.
It just did like sex, like nights?
Just sex, standard sex.
Was there a bar? Was it
Missionary,
was
doggy,
it a nightclub as well?
I
It's a
mean,
kink club, so it's mainly for fucking.
yeah.
It's mainly sort of, or maybe
I'm surprised there is-
sensual
there's a-
play, wet play.
I'm surprised there's like the designated club just to do. I'm surprised that's even allowed.
I mean,
like,
it's not far from a sauna, really. The venue is mainly used for fetish and bondage, discipline, dominance, and submission. BDSM.
Yeah, so it's like they've got
Nice.
like sex swings. They'll have like those horse boxes where they bend you over and fuck you up the arse. So I've heard.
splashing paddling pool.
Yeah. Generally, they probably got like a fucking bit of tarp laid down, bit of a wet play
trifle
area.
over your crotch.
Yeah,
Because you've been to some of these.
I have been to a bondage night. Yeah, I went to a
Yeah.
bondage night in Bristol. I am into that. I
Did you
am
go
into
to this
it.
place? Day 2?
No, maybe I did. I actually don't know what the name of the place was, but I remember as soon as I walked in, so I wasn't meant to go. I wasn't meant to be there.
allowed to
I've
go.
been barred from going there because I was a little bit too excited the month previously. No, I was with my friend and we were hanging out with a few other friends and they were just going to this bondage night and I was like, yes, please. But they were worried I might not be able to get in because I had like denim jeans on and there's a certain dress code to
A lot of spunk
discourage.
stains on there.
No, I could have got in if I had had the spunk stains. No, they discourage looky-loos, which is basically people who kind of just pervs who are not really part of the scene. It's kind of like an invite-only kind of thing.
They want people to get stuck in, and do they? They want people on the
Well,
side.
no, they want people to be respectful because
They want people-
looky-loos are not going to be respectful potentially.
They just want to go.
They're just fucking pervs like you just want to go in and go, oh yeah,
you were
shut up for it, is she? Shut up for it.
So you were basically Lucky Lou anyway, though, because you were just there with your denim cut-offs and drinking lemonade in the corner, weren't you?
Yeah, me and my twink pals just wanted a good night out. And then so
you didn't get spanked by anyone, though. Nothing happened. You didn't get rigged up by.
No, I didn't get rigged
by a
up.
big
A friend
bear-
of mine
big
did. She got tied up.
Oh, your friend did. Really?
My friend got tied up. Yeah. But I remember, but clothed. He wasn't naked or anything. It wasn't like there were some people around the naked. But what was really funny, I walked in. First thing I saw was like a laser pen being shone on the floor, and this girl dressed as a cat, but like a kind of sexy cat, like a furry, they'd call them, and chasing this laser pen around the venue. And there was her partner, I presume, who was dressed just like an accountant. I think he even had pens in his top pocket. And he was just shining this laser pen around, and she was chasing it. And I was like, oh, this is nice. This is fairly innocent.
You bent down trying to give it some kibble, did you?
Yeah. Yeah, she shat in a litter tray, and I thought, okay, well, it takes all sorts. No, and then later on, she was bent over a horse box, and he was spanking her bare ass with a hairbrush whilst looking at all of us. It was very weird.
And you're not allowed to like burst out and laugh when like
I thought you were
fucking in
going to say you're not allowed to burst into song. She's dressed as a cat and she's having her ass swatted by this accountant man.
Let me a pen from your top pocket.
Was there any like actual fucking going on though? It just seems like
this is
seems
but
pretty limp.
you wouldn't get it though. You know,
seems
what I
like
mean?
pretty a little limp sort of like middle class affair, this, isn't it? Like
How often
an
do you
accountant.
go to sex parties?
Well, I've never been to a sex party. I don't want to fucking go to one. But what I want from a sex party is fucking raucous like filth. That's what I'd expect.
Yeah, but this is why people like you are not allowed into these places.
Yeah, I never tried. It's not like
it'd be like
it's not.
like
I'm not allowed. I don't want to go to one anyway. But that's what I'd expect.
It's like a raver going into a library and just going like fucking shit vibes in here, isn't it? It's not what it's for.
Sounds really limp. It sounds shit. It's just fucking.
Yeah, but people get off in different ways.
Everyone's just looking around. Going,
Everyone's looking around.
It's
like a ghost.
It's a laser pen. Oh,
It's not like a ghost tour. It's not like that was like one aspect of it. There were people in there. There was some being whipped against the wall.
But no fucking nothing like mental.
No fucking dude.
No.
There were some people there.
Not getting fisted on in a paddling pool, had a trifle on them or anything like that. No,
You love trifle.
This is a weird insight into your private life. Fisted with trifle. Oh yeah, trifle fisting. Yeah, of course.
Well, that's what I'd expect from something as mad as a sex club. As well.
I think there's different levels. There's certain parties where like there's certain rules. There probably are those parties that exist. That just didn't happen to be one of them. There probably are parties where there is some sort of rampant fisting. But you gotta be careful though. You got loads of people in a room. You got people who are gonna cross boundaries, mate. You would be one of those people just like, pissed on 6-pint of Carling going like, where's the trifle?
Yeah, raucous granddad comes in.
Where's the
everyone
custard
scatters.
pool? And I'd be like, come on now, you sort of spoiling the vibe.
The cat hides behind the sofa.
Yeah.
Me trying to put it down, stamping on it.
She's hissing at
Got
him.
to sleep forever.
She's hissing at him behind the sofa. Smelly evil. But yeah, no, it was definitely an interesting experience for sure.
Yeah, they claim.
Charlie, if you ever want to go, mate, I'd be happy.
I don't want to go.
Happy if you and I want to go.
Tell you what, mate. If I ever did go, I wouldn't be going with fucking you.
Why not? I'd be like your tour guide, mate. I'd be showing you around.
You'll have a basket of trifle.
Yeah.
I'm here at the party.
Yeah. Here you go. Just went down to Morrison's. I got a trifle here. Got a Black Forest Gasso.
Just feeding a lady dressed as a fucking cow.
Got some custard creams as well in case anyone likes that, like being broken into their bodies.
I got some kibble, some whiskers.
Oh fuck.
So this club was.
So, yeah,
Shut
they did
down.
all the BDSM stuff, but they also where is it? It says here. So
It was hotel management courses as well.
Oh, they did.
GCSEs in leisure and tourism.
They did BDSM nights, but also host club nights, live music, and fundraisers.
Oh.
I'm just like
Fundraisers, yeah. Yeah.
for the cat home.
Chastity for charity.
Bristol Angling Society hosted a number of charity events in there.
Just
Brass
wading
rubbing
through.
society just in another room. Guys, can you keep it down in there? I'm trying to get a decent sheen on an Edwardian grave here. Or whatever they do.
Well, what's it been turned into? Has it been turned, like what are they
Student
doing
plats.
with it? Yeah, student plats, isn't it? Probably maybe a one-stop shop or something like that, or Morrison's local.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were worried as well.
Along it.
People being tied up with rope and suspended from the ceiling that sparked concern amongst
fine.
Bristol safety
This is why
advisory group.
Health and safety should not be involved in anything like any.
Yeah.
They should be not involved in anything like this.
It's not. Yeah. It's not. Yeah. There's no health. Yeah. Not. I mean, safety. Yes. There's certain rules, like especially around consent, that you really have to be.
No, but you don't want
Pretty strict
you don't want a guy
on
with a
in that.
clipboard coming in there.
No.
and doing
No.
it,
No.
You know, going
But the
on.
idea of just like there are people being suspended from the ceiling. It's like that's kind of what you get. It's what you. It's what, you know.
It's
what
just
you get
driving
into
it
for.
underground or anything like this, isn't it? It's driving this sort of filth underground. Which is kind of
where you want it, really.
In a way, you kind of want it.
That's where you want it.
You don't really want it promoted as a
You don't want it as another section in your gym.
no.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'd pay premium membership for that. If they had they had a rope bottom section next to the weight bench next to the Smith machine. Absolutely.
No, I wouldn't want anyone seeing my cock whilst I'm pumping iron.
Really.
My ball. You ever exercise? Your cock and balls, all the blood.
That's true. They go there. Yeah, my cock basically disappears up into my body when
Really?
I'm
When you
exercising.
exercise?
Yeah.
Really?
Try
yeah,
it.
Pretty much. Yeah, try exercise one time, mate. Then you might experience that.
Really? I didn't know. I believe it or not.
My dick gets bigger when I exercise.
Believe it or not,
Who'd have thought
I've
it?
had spells where I haven't been morbidly obese. You know, so and I don't remember
What was
my
that?
dick.
0 to 5? What age range was that?
I don't remember my dick getting smaller. I don't know.
No,
maybe-
it gets fucking it gets very
Because all
small.
the blood goes everywhere, so your blood is just.
Yeah, mine's
It's also if you're exercising, you don't think straight. Try to do like try doing like
You just stop spending money.
Again, as usual with Paul's explanations, he's lost me. Like I was with him to a point. He's like, all the blood, okay, that's believable. Then you just go, and then your brain goes elsewhere. You start daydreaming. I'm like, okay, I don't know what you're
I'm
talking
just
about.
saying,
Now.
next
Your
time.
dick gets really small. You start going betting sites, betting on any old shit, losing your mind, going on fucking spending sprees.
Your mother walks in. She says, "You spent all my money on scratch cards, Paul." No, I've lost the metaphor now.
No, do some push-ups and try and do like long multiplication. It's hard.
But I wouldn't do that. That's not why I go.
I know,
to
because
gym.
your blood, it's all going to your muscles. It's not going to your
Oh,
brain.
you're saying
it's not
you
going to your
can't
dick.
think
It's all
properly.
going to the fucking,
Yeah, it's all
It's
all going to the traps and delts,
traps,
man.
Yeah, it's taking it from the brain, taking it from the cock.
Again,
into
Paul
the
is.
shoulders.
Just want to disclaimer for anyone listening at home. Paul is hasn't got a degree in.
I'm a journalist.
He's got a degree in journalism, not in medicine or physiology.
But I study people at the gym.
I study people, and I reckon I know what's going on inside them.
I ask them questions. I go, what's 7 times 7? And can I look at your cock?
So this place, it was too much suspension.
But a viewer, a fan,
Oh yeah, somebody
actually emailed in.
Somebody's emailed in about this club with their own personal story of it. They wish to remain anonymous.
We completely understand.
They said, I'd understand. I'd rather name and shame these pervs, to be honest. But there we go. They said, people go there to dance, chat, and fuck. I've been there only twice. Sure. The floor is uneven, and there are a few filthy tiny rooms upstairs where people can have privacy, brackets, or leave the door open if they want an audience, close brackets. There's also a room to play doctor with an examination bed. Something like that.
This
This is getting a bit more filthy now.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
this is
I
where
thought it sounded tame initially from what your experience.
but that was
was
Darren's.
that a different club or?
This is the same club, isn't
It's
it?
the same club.
It's the
is it?
same club,
It was
yeah.
definitely the same.
There's a downstairs cellar with padded flooring and a sawhorse, for lack of a proper term, where you can tie someone or to spank or cane them. Also,
Which you saw with the cat, right?
I saw with the cat, yeah, they had a sawhorse there. Oh, I also ate pussy on a table outside in the smoking area. So there we go.
Rock and roll to you.
Yeah, lovely establishment. I'm sad it's closed down. I definitely would have paid it a visit, or we could have, it would have been wonderful to have gained some sort of sponsorship from day 2. That would have been amazing. Free butt plugs,
Yeah.
you know,
Maybe that's what we go
some
for.
anal beads.
That's what, yeah.
We could go, yeah. They got.
Maybe they could just give us the old paddling pool full of trifle, I mean, air dried.
I do insist it is filled with trifle. Make sure they get that.
Is there a voice note? Should we listen to the voice note?
I don't think so.
Yes,
No?
but I'll have to edit it out.
Yeah, but then that's gonna be shit, then, isn't it? It's gonna just get our
But
reactions
if
to a
we
voice.
listen to it and then we could.
Just
What do you
listen
mean?
to it and we can
This-
react to it.
okay,
Yeah.
Fine.
Unethical spanking as well.
Yeah. Case of misspanking identity.
Casserole for daddy.
So yeah, we just listened to a voice note saying how it was a dangerous mix of bondage and booze, which led to certain situations where a man got spanked, who he thought it wasn't
The wrong
who it
ass got
was.
spanked
The wrong ass got spanked. It was a case of misspanking identity.
because it was too dark, which is kind of what it got shut down
Well,
for.
so someone complained they didn't want to
wasn't
get
enough
spanked,
lights.
and then they just went with it and got spanked, and then complained that a woman spanked them.
yeah,
That's what happened. Fuck
yeah.
me, Christ.
But also, they also said there was a range of snacks there, like a
Yeah.
buffet there.
And meals, you could have a meal.
Yeah, like
there wasn't
like
enough.
like a stew.
There
or a
wasn't
quiche.
enough. There wasn't enough snacks.
Well, there wasn't enough.
Yeah, there was a lot of booze, but not enough food.
Yeah, you want to kind of replenish yourself, especially if you're in it for long haul bondage, especially if you're there for like 6 hours or something.
I don't know what sort of catering was. What you would do though. I mean, you don't want anything too spicy in case people shit themselves. And you don't want anything too loose in case again,
You
Yeah,
also
more shit
you don't want
happens, yeah.
people. You don't want too high
Plenty
quality
of trifle
food.
there, obviously. Plenty of trifle there.
Jelly might be the best one.
Jelly be
'Cause
good.
you could
good.
use it
because you're
for
gonna mix
loo-
it in, get a lovely meal in, and
I think that's
also
a bit
keep
too loose, though. I
up
mean,
with
you could-
essential play.
loosen people up a bit too
And
much.
it's energy. It's energy for the marathon.
I think you just want
Yeah.
sandwiches,
lots of
really.
glucose and sugar.
Sandwiches, like maybe a hot dog thrown in.
Like a curry, like maybe a boiling curry, like a tureen of curry just on the boil in the
Nice
corner.
trout vindaloo in the
That
corner.
can also be, buy into like pain play. You know what I mean? Like you just, press your ass into the into the boiling tureen, like. Oh yeah.
Forcing someone's hand into the fucking boiling vat
Yeah,
as punishment for
absolutely.
not spanking you
Yeah.
hard enough.
A good
Yeah.
buffet at the orgy. Decent buffet at the orgy is essential, it seems. But also, you don't want it to be too good. Imagine putting on an orgy and everyone's more impressed by your food than they are by your body. Or
Yeah, that can't happen.
that
can't
that
happen.
would fucking destroy you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, lovely spread. No, not that one.
I can't think of something I'd least like to do is go to an orgy. Even if I was ripped, I want to.
I think the feeling's probably mutual. I think there's a lot of orgies that would not want you
if
there.
I was ripped, mate, they'd be loving me in there. They'd be like, oh, it was just big
Yeah,
old.
I mean, if any of us were ripped, yeah, you'd be welcome probably.
I've
I
watched-
don't know though. I've seen fucking
Yeah.
clips of those orgies. There's some ropey people in the
Florida,
mix.
in America.
Yeah,
There's
they're
a
like
big swinging community down
Yeah.
there, and they're all just fucking. You look great, man, compared to them. So,
yeah, you'd be a male model.
What
in
you're
that
saying
sort of
that
scenario.
my obesity would be less than some of the others? Is that what you're trying to say?
yeah. And
in
your
comparison,
age,
yeah, you'd look, yeah,
I'd be a hot stuff down there.
Yeah,
Or a hot hog,
yeah, yeah.
piping out a hog, ready to be ready to ram some.
You'd be the Pedro Pascal of that.
know who that is. So,
room.
yeah.
He's a very, very attractive older male actor. All right, Paul. Anything else on this topic?
I think we're good. Lads.
We done?
Yeah, we're good.
Well
We
done. That
talked
was fun.
about
That
it.
was fun.
Trout Vindaloo and ferocious fucking. Those are two great names.
Well, for dominatrix.
Just for like, I don't know, a Reddit name or just like.
Yeah,
It's me.
I'd go and see ferocious fucking. Whereas I think you boys might go and see Trout Vindaloo, Trout Vindaloo, the dominatrix. Come in, boys.
Drinking a pint of curry.
Pours it on top of you. That's how it warms you up. Like.
Well, I do. Just to finish off on this, a friend of ours told a very funny story about how his mate was hungover from the night before, was walking past a known brothel, and apparently he looked in through the door and saw like one of the girls in there hoovering up some sick, And she said, "Oh, sorry about that. One of me gents was sick."
Was it with like one of those Henry Hoovers?
Yeah, probably.
Mm.
Yeah, probably.
Eagerly gobbling up the sick.
And somehow, because of the things he's seen, Henry's smile had turned into a frown somehow.
One teardrop like that.
Yeah.
I wasn't designed for this.
Sick in a Hoover. No.
Okay, Charles, let's round this off.
Yeah, we're gonna. My topic is Pigman. So there's it's kind of like an urban legend about a man who they state is 7 foot tall. Right, he's half pig, half man. He's been sighted in Cannock Chase, which is like a sort of like forest in the Midlands, Staffordshire.
There's a lot of weird stuff has happened around that.
Yeah,
way,
lots of
isn't
strange stuff. Let me see if I can find my notes on it. Hang
This
on.
is like a South Park episode. Man bear pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's sort of like Area 51, but
Well, it kind of is.
But they've got like a Toby Carvery.
It kind of is. It's known to be one of the most weird, like one of those sort of the British version of that, basically.
Where's this? Like in the south or?
No, it's Staffordshire, Cannock Chase.
Where's that? Like, where's that close to? Reading?
Reading, no, that's more south, mate. Yeah, it's Staffordshire, so it's Birmingham way. It's in between. I think it's in between Stoke and Birmingham, maybe.
Okay.
But there's loads of stuff on there. But, it's been known to have sightings, abnormal amount of sightings of UFOs, odd lights. Don't know what the fuck they are. Werewolves, giant snakes, Bigfoots, black cats, which could be just general cats, and aliens.
And how long have these sightings happened?
I think since the 90s. So like, the first sighting of Pigman was in 1993, where in Cannock Chase, and a guy called Lee Brickley, he wrote a book about this, about the Cannock Chase humanoid, which they've humanoid among Pigman.
So Pigman is the humanoid. So there's an entire book dedicated to just the Pigman.
Yeah, the sightings that have been. There's been quite a few sightings, not just been one or two. It's been quite a number. There's a great a great letter was written to Mr. Brinkley. Shall I read it out?
Yes, please.
So this is from John and Anne. So John and Anne wrote in.
John and Anne.
And they said, "I've seen something rather odd on Cannock Chase. But I think maybe of it some interest to you. In October 1993, while I was walking around King Castle Ring, and myself and my wife heard some strange noises coming from the surrounding trees. Thinking it was likely to be a local couple enjoying a little liaison, we moved quickly away from the sound and headed back to a direction of our car. Upon reaching and the steps down to the car park, I happened to turn around and lay my eyes on a strange creature I've never seen before. The thing was 7 foot tall. From the neck down, he looked like a man, even wearing clothes. But his head was far too big for a human, and he had an elongated face with a snout-like nose. When I pointed him out to my wife, she became terrified, so we started walking more quickly towards our car and got inside. That's when we started to hear a really high-pitched squealing noise. It sounded like a pig being killed. It really spooked us. Have you ever come across anything like this before? Regards, John and Anne."
I think John and Anne's marriage has really started to go stale. And I think they just go on these little jaunts and we like to make up stories. We like to make up stories and bother the local council with them. Yeah, that's very funny. But like,
They need to get down the kink club, I reckon. Get some fucking trifle on them.
There's a few pig men there, I tell you. A bit of pig play. I want to get into some pig play,
bit
maybe.
Snorting around the genitals.
Yeah.
There's there's loads of stuff about this. A professional ghost hunter, Robert Plume, revealed the beast is said to be one of Britain's eeriest urban legends, spoken about in the past, but it has not been seen until this year that we've had a sighting of him. It just shows you what all of us paranormal hunters have been saying is correct. Things are heating up.
Have they been saying that all these years?
Yeah.
Things are finally heating up. That's all us bullshitters have been saying to each other for quite some time. Things are going to kick off real soon.
Do you know what? I love the fact that these fucking thick brummies think there's there's a weird pig man who's 7 foot tall, when in reality it's just some lanky teenager with a pig mask on,
Yeah, absolutely.
whacking off in a local park, isn't it? That's clearly what's happening.
He's just watched the Saw films too many
Yeah.
times, hasn't he? And
Yeah,
he's like,
exactly.
Because you could wander around for a few hours, put a pig mask on, get a really good decent one nowadays, can't you? And you can
It's
go
like
around.
Can you, Mr. Webster? Well, I
I've seen
think
it on
for
the internet, mate.
for the benefits of the court, would you like to say where you got this pig mask from and what you've been doing going to the Chinook region for the last 6 weeks in a row?
It's Cannock, mate. It's
Cannock,
Cannock.
sorry.
you know Joe and Anne?
But yeah, it's just some.
Yeah, family friends.
It's just some oddball, isn't it? Going around with full denim on, with a pig mask on, oinking about and scaring fucking idiots, isn't it? That's what's happening.
Case closed.
Like,
No.
Tale as old as time.
Song as old as rhyme. The Pigman of Cannock.
It's Cannock, mate. It's
I keep
Cannock.
getting it. I don't know why I keep getting it
Yeah, it's
wrong.
Cannock, man.
But or it could just be like, you know what I mean? It could be just some like, tall, not very aesthetically pleasing man just practicing a stilt walking act, you know? He just goes, I thought if I got involved in the circus that finally my self-esteem would be improved, but no, I just keep running into suburban couples who make fun of me and run away scared. It really upsets me.
It's
Yeah,
heating up.
I mean,
Has anyone ever sort of mistaken you for some sort of pig man?
you saying I look like a pig? Is
I'm
what
not
you're
saying you
trying
look
to
like a
say?
pig. I'm just saying, have you ever been mistaken for it? I'm just asking you.
Well, does anyone come up to me and go, "Excuse me, sir, you look like a pig"? Is there any some sort of medical reason why you look like that?
Excuse me, sir, would you like this trough?
Yeah.
You seem to be in need of one.
No, sadly, people aren't that rude in this country normally, Darren. That's just people. Even if you do look slightly like a pig, which I don't really think I do. Maybe I'm
No,
fat,
you don't
but
look like a pig.
the eyes maybe I could get.
I think there's
maybe
piggy, like sort of mischievous, like
wild eyes, maybe.
fucking trifle hungry eyes, like
Mm.
like beady little eyes.
Yeah, but there's rumours that there was basically the Pigman has existed since it was like World War II testing went awry, and they impregnated a woman with like pig semen, and the Pigman was born, and that's where they think that's where it's come from.
Yeah.
Which is again clearly absolute dog shit.
Oh,
isn't
absolute
it?
rubbish.
Were
Yeah.
they doing anything like that? Were we fucking? I know the Nazis were doing some horrible human testing. It's like,
I reckon loads of shit was happening in World War II because most people were at war. There was only a few people left, and elderly and disabled and women were left. So everyone else was just
fishermen.
and the oddball. So probably loads of weird shit was happening, but we don't know.
I love the
about.
idea that some army pipe smoking and go, right, Jenkins, the Bosch have got the heads up on us. I've heard rumors that they're breeding horrific creatures with which they will besiege this fair island with. So I think there's only one thing for it. We have to fight fire with fire. I'm gonna make an old man fuck a pig. Is there any medical use for this, sir? I don't know, but we're just gonna see what happens.
I actually think it was the other way around. I think they forced a pig onto a woman. I think that's probably what they did.
You think?
Yeah, because it'd be. Yeah, I think that's what happened. If it did happen at all.
We do.
I feel like the wish was the father of the thought there. I like to believe that's what happened, and I've written many stories
Go on,
justifying
babe.
that thought.
Go on, babe. Give her a good one. Go on, babe.
Go on, Porky.
Go on, Mr. Porky. Go on.
Go on, Mr.
Go on, give
Porky.
Janet a good seeing too.
Give that woman a freakish son that's going to besiege this area
I live
for
in
the
a
next 50
Staffordshire,
years.
live in the Staffordshire area and scared of confused doggers.
Yeah, that was it, wasn't it? Yeah, what was their names? Anne and John.
Anne and John, they were doggers, weren't they?
Anne and John were dogging. They were dogging, and they basically caught dogging, I think. And the police officer said, "What the bloody hell are you doing here?" And she went, "Oh, well, what we were doing was we were running for our lives, actually, because we saw. What do we see, John? Oh, a man, a big man. Oh yes, big. How tall? 8 foot? No, not 8 foot. 7 foot. 7 foot. Yes. So what did he look like? He looked like a bloody pig, because they were looking at a copper, obviously." You look like a bloody pig, yes, and that's why we were running so far away, and we will be happy to testify in court, Your Honour.
Yeah, it's the Cannock Chase area is apparently it's got an odd place. There's some research on it, and 3 people got murdered there in the 60s. So I think it's got quite an eerie sort of sort of creepy sort of vibe to the place. So, but it didn't surprise me that Pigman would exist
They were
there.
all murdered.
You
They were
know,
found with chunks taken out of their body,
see a free
covered
women
in
got
pig slime.
three. I think teenage girls got murdered in there.
Oh.
Haven't chased.
I
Serial
mean, that
killer, like.
makes this that makes this a lot less funny.
Well, which happened on just life.
Life. It's just life, man.
Life.
Life.
Was it the Pigman? Was it the Pigman? We don't know. It could have been. Actually, no, it was another man who got actually done for it. But yeah, it could have been. Could have been a Pigman.
Always a man.
No, it
It's always a man, isn't it?
Yeah. Very,
you're right.
Yeah.
What are we like?
It's really a pig, but it's always a man. What are we like? Oh, we are naughty, aren't we? All right. So I think it's
that's
time
it.
to wrap up. Paul, what have we learned from this episode?
Never trust a pig, and if you're gonna start a kink sex dungeon,
Make sure you
make
got the
sure your
proper
mirrors,
lighting.
yeah,
Make
get
sure
some light in.
it's properly lit.
Put out some pink fingers or pink panthers.
Pink Panthers.
The biscuits.
Right away for things.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you're gonna fuck a stranger in a dungeon, don't do it on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
That's what we've learned.
Hi, Darren here. So, this outro, because we were talking about people speaking in accents that weren't theirs, I decided to make the rather interesting choice to do the outro in an accent that is questionable, to say the least. And basically, I would like to continue having a career in the arts well into the future. So I decided we should cut it. So all that's left for me to say in my own accent is thank you very much for listening to Union of Scum, and hope you tune in again next week. Bye.